not step down for you. Kwakwanso rejects Tinubu'S offer. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. There seems to be no headway for the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his quest to become the next president for Nigeria in 2023. All his hope is being punctured from all angles. The data is coming from the direction of the presidential candidate of the New Nigerian People Party, NNPP, Senator Engineer Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso, who has refused to step down for him, thereby dashing his hope of penetrating to the core north of Kano and Katsina, etc. It can be recalled that President Muhammadu Buhari was highly against the candidature of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as he presented the Senate President, Senator Ahmad Ibrahim Lawan, as his preferred candidate, but reluctantly keyed in to support Tinubu now due to the pressure on him by the all progressive governors that power must come to the south. Having realized that Nigerian youth, political and leaders and former heads of state have outrightly rejected him due to his old age, mental weakness, lack of knowledge of economy, Muslim ticket, which they describe as having a total collapse and instability of our country, Tinubu began to look somewhere for support base apart from his partial support from his southwest region. At the recently held reconciliation meeting organized by Tinubu camp to beg Kwakwanso in order to collapse his Kwankwasia structure into that of Tinubu, the former Kano State governor totally refused, as he openly insisted that it should be Tinubu that should rather do that, or they should go to the polls, saying that Anas would never support Tinubu. He added that he was sure of winning the 2023 presidential election. All attempts by some emirs, northern political leaders, including Governor Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, Governor Bello Watawali, etc., on Kwakwanso to jettison his ambition, all fell on deaf ears as he surprisingly asked them to beg Tinubu to step down for him. As it stands, both Tinubu and Kwakwanso are in political limbo due to core Northerners prefer to vote for one of their own PDP candidates, Atiku Abubakar, and the surging popularity and acceptability of the Labour Party candidate Mr. Peter Obi among youth, past head of state, and most Nigerians who feel disenchanted with the All Progressive Congress and the People's Democratic Party, PDP. All right. Well, I am just hearing this one. Previously, I was hearing that it was actually the presidential candidate of the Labour Party that was actually, discussing with, with the presidential candidate of the New Nigerian People's Party, that is Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso. But all of a sudden, I'm not hearing rumors. This is the first time I'm hearing it that, asking him to collapse his structure. Well, I've heard something like this before. Yes, you've won it before. I want, what's it called? All right. Well, at the end of the day, it's not working. In fact, the person I even thought that they will collapse the structure into that is I thought the presidential candidate of the New Nigerian People's Party will merge with the People's Democratic Party. That was what I was expecting, but voila, it did not happen that way. And so, even Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso is telling Tinubu to collapse. Don't worry, just collapse the structure into mine and see what we can do. Well, at the end of the day, the thing is, if you're talking about the clock, if you're talking about the merger between them, I don't think. Sincerely. Okay. That's the truth. I don't think it should work. To me, and not just to me, to Adeyanju Deji, this human rights activist. He has said it that all the smaller parties, that they are deceiving themselves, asking, for things, because at the end of the day, it is, what's it called? We are the ones that is going to make our choice. So that is what is going on. People are saying, campaign for me, don't worry, collapse the structure into my own, don't worry, at the end of the day, you're going to get something worthwhile. And some people are not buying the idea. To me, Nigerians, we need to open our eyes very, very well. This is the time where we open our eyes and make sure we are not blinded by tribal sentiment or region sentiment or religious sentiment at all. This is the time where we are going to say enough is enough if we are really tired of whatever is going on in the country. Look around you, we see that things have gotten, really, really bad. Things have gotten bad from us, and, there is nobody that will come out to tell you that, the situation of the country, that they're enjoying it. No. A whole lot of things have gone bad, and I tell you, nobody's enjoying it. So at this point in time, why they are there saying, why some people are coming out? Kwakwanso is telling Tinubu that, Northerners will not vote for Tinubu. I don't know why he's saying that too. I don't know why he's saying that, because we're not even looking about voting from the kinsman. We're not looking at voting for voting for people because they are members of our religion. That is not. A good number of people who have their PVC and who are really, really very intentional about next year's election, they are coming out and they're not voting people just because they're from their place or just because they're from their own region. They come outside and challenge status quo. They come out and support something else. All right, well, at the end of the day, we still have time in. I believe Mr. Kwakwanso said, okay, Tinubu should also join him. That he's pleading with him to join him. At this point, I don't even know what to do. I do not know what else to do. I do not know what to do. Well, it's a very good thing that at this we are actually coming out to be aware politically about some things. But we should ensure we make the right choice. That is the most important thing, to ensure we make the right choice so that come 2023, it's not going to be, it's not going to be, business as usual. You're going to come out and cast a vote for the people or the person that really deserves it. The one who has told you and I that he was going to dissolve. Sincerely, no. Well, like I said, the ball is in our court, but we should make sure we don't do this thing. We don't bring religious sentiment or regional sentiment into it. We should make sure we are purely natural. All right, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We'll say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next time.